Ever wondered who would survive a total societal collapse? Well, the Amish probably would, and here's why. The Amish community, often seen as old-fashioned, is a living testament to the survival principles that many preppers seek. This group has mastered self-reliance, making them one of the ultimate preppers in the world. They've managed to carve out a life that doesn't depend on the grid, on supermarkets, or the latest tech gadgets. Instead, they rely on time-honored skills, community, and an intimate understanding of their environment. This video is not just about survival for survival's sake. It's about sustainable living, about thriving when everything else fails. It's a deep dive into the lessons we can learn from the Amish way of life. Lessons that will equip you with the knowledge and skills to stand strong when the going gets tough. We'll explore self-sustained agriculture, a cornerstone of the Amish lifestyle. They've perfected the art of growing their own food using farming techniques that have stood the test of time. We'll delve into their craftsmanship, a valuable skill set that allows them to create everything they need, from furniture to farm equipment. We'll learn about their food preservation methods, which ensure a steady food supply even in the harshest conditions. We'll take a look at how they achieve energy independence, living comfortably off the grid. We'll reveal the essential tools and technology that every Amish household keeps, tools that could prove invaluable when SHTF. And finally, we'll discuss the philosophy of community and simplicity that underpins the Amish way of life. A philosophy that can teach us about sustainable and ethical survival. Each of these elements forms a piece of the survival puzzle. And by understanding and adopting these practices, you'll be better prepared for any crisis that comes your way. So, get ready to take a deep dive into the Amish way of life and discover what survival really means. This is more than a survival guide. It's a roadmap to a resilient, sustainable, and fulfilling lifestyle. So, buckle up, it's going to be an enlightening journey. The Amish are masters of self-sustained agriculture. No reliance on modern machinery here, just good old-fashioned hard work and knowledge. They've mastered the art of growing their own food, and it's not just about planting a seed and waiting for it to grow. There's a science to it, a method that's been honed over generations. Let's delve deeper into this fascinating world of self-reliance and sustainability. Firstly, the Amish excel in crop rotation. What does this mean exactly? Well, it's a systematic approach to deciding which crop to plant where in your field each year. This practice keeps the soil healthy and fertile, as different crops have different nutrient needs and can replenish the soil with what the previous crop may have depleted. It's a simple yet effective way to ensure the land remains productive year after year. Next, we have natural fertilizers. The Amish don't use synthetic fertilizers, which can harm the environment and disrupt the natural balance of the soil. Instead, they turn to organic materials like compost, manure, and bone meal. These natural fertilizers nourish the soil, providing the crops with the nutrients they need to grow while preserving the land's integrity. They also diversify their crops. Instead of focusing on one or two types of crops, the Amish grow a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, and grains. This not only ensures a diverse diet, but also protects them from crop failure. If one crop fails, they have others to fall back on. It's a smart strategy that provides food security and resilience in the face of unforeseen circumstances. Lastly, the Amish are known for their careful selection of heirloom seeds. These are seeds from plants that have been passed down from generation to generation, selected for their desirable traits and adaptability to local conditions. By using these seeds, the Amish ensure that their crops are well suited to their environment, increasing their chances of a successful harvest. As you can see, the Amish approach to farming is not just about growing food, but about ensuring the land can continue to provide for generations. It's a testament to their respect for nature and their commitment to sustainability. And it's a lesson we could all learn from as we navigate our way through a world that's increasingly unpredictable. Crafting isn't just a hobby for the Amish, it's a way of life. Picture this: a world where the items you use daily are not just bought, but are products of your own hands. This is the reality for the Amish community. They are expert craftsmen, creating everything from furniture to farm equipment. They are the embodiment of self-reliance, a trait that any survivalist worth their salt would aspire to emulate. In any Amish home, you'll find a range of handmade items, each crafted with attention to detail and a focus on durability. Furniture, for instance, is typically made from solid wood, not the veneer-coated particle board found in many modern homes. This furniture isn't just functional, it's built to last, often becoming heirlooms passed down through generations. Crafting extends far beyond the home, though. Farm equipment, a vital component of the Amish's self-sustained agriculture, is also often handmade. From the simple hand tools used to cultivate the soil to the more complex machinery like horse-drawn plows, the Amish display an impressive range of craftsmanship skills. Woodworking and metalworking are two key skills in the Amish community. Woodworking allows them to create durable, practical items like furniture, tools, and even structures like barns. Metalworking, on the other hand, is used to craft more robust items, such as farm equipment and hardware. Both these skills require not just physical strength, but also a deep understanding of materials and a knack for problem solving. These skills aren't just beneficial for survival, they're also a form of creative expression for the Amish. The items they create are often beautifully designed, with intricate details that reflect their dedication to their craft. Such craftsmanship is a testament to their philosophy of simplicity and practicality. In the Amish community, the ability to create is just as important as the ability to cultivate. It's a lesson for us all. In a world increasingly reliant on consumer goods, learning to craft our own items is a step towards self-reliance and sustainability, key components of survival when the going gets tough. Let's talk about food preservation. For the Amish, it's a way to ensure they have supplies year-round. Now remember, we're talking about a community that doesn't rely on electricity. So how do they do it? Let's delve into the Amish kitchen to find out. Firstly, canning is a cornerstone of Amish food preservation. Jars upon jars line their pantry shelves, filled with fruits, vegetables, and even meats. These jars are a lifeline during the long winter months, providing a variety of nutrients when fresh produce is scarce. The Amish have honed the art of canning over generations, ensuring the process is safe and the food retains its flavor. Next, let's talk about smoking. Smoking is an age-old technique used by the Amish to preserve meats. The process not only extends the meat's shelf life but also enhances its flavor. With a carefully controlled fire and a lot of patience, the Amish can create smoked meats that can last for months, even years. But what about dairy and eggs, you may wonder? Well, the Amish have a solution for that too. They use a process called water glassing to preserve their eggs. This simple technique involves immersing the eggs in a solution of water and sodium silicate, allowing them to stay fresh for up to a year. And finally, drying is another food preservation method in the Amish arsenal. Fruits, vegetables, and herbs are often dried and stored for later use. This process, which can be done in the sun or in a warm, dry indoor space, preserves the food and concentrates its flavors, making for some delicious meals down the line. So as you can see, even without electricity, the Amish have found ways to ensure their food supplies last. Their ingenuity and resourcefulness in food preservation truly embody their self-sufficient lifestyle, offering valuable lessons for anyone aiming to be prepared for any situation. Living off the grid isn't just a dream for the Amish, it's their reality. You see, the Amish have been energy independent long before the term became a buzzword. They've managed to sustain their communities without electricity or modern conveniences, a feat that might seem daunting to many of us. But how do they do it? Well, they use alternative energy sources and rely on nature's bounty to fulfill their needs. Wind power, for instance, is harnessed using traditional windmills, a common sight in numerous Amish communities. These aren't just nostalgic relics of a bygone era, but functional tools that pump water, grind grain, and even churn butter. Solar power is another alternative energy source the Amish use. It's not uncommon to see solar panels in Amish households powering everything from lights to sewing machines. This might seem contradictory to their rejection of modern technology, but the Amish adapt and adopt as long as it doesn't interfere with their core values of simplicity and self-reliance. The Amish also utilize biomass energy, converting organic waste like wood, manure, and crop residues into heat for cooking and heating. It's a sustainable way to manage waste and meet energy needs simultaneously. A clever hack, if you will. Their methods might seem rudimentary compared to our high-tech solutions, but they are remarkably effective. The Amish have mastered the art of living with less and making the most of what they have. They are proof that energy independence is not only attainable but also sustainable. This is not to say that we should all ditch our power grids and live like the Amish, but we can certainly learn from their resourcefulness and adaptability. We can incorporate aspects of their energy practices into our own lives, be it installing a solar panel, composting organic waste, or simply being more mindful of our energy consumption. For the Amish, energy independence isn't just an ideal, it's a way of life. They remind us that dependence on modern conveniences is a choice, not a necessity. So the next time you find yourself in a power outage or facing an energy crisis, remember the Amish way. It might just help you weather the storm. Now let's take a look at the tools of the trade. The Amish are masters of self-reliance, and this is clearly reflected in the essential tools that every Amish household keeps. Hand-cranked tools, for instance, are a common sight. From drills to mixers, these tools require no electricity, and yet they get the job done efficiently. Another indispensable tool is the horse-drawn plow. While the rest of the world has moved on to tractors and heavy machinery, the Amish continue to rely on these traditional tools, proving that sometimes old ways are indeed the best ways. And let's not forget the manual kitchen appliances. Grinders, churns, and stovetop ovens are just a few examples. These tools not only allow the Amish to prepare their meals, but also to process their harvests, preserving food for the leaner months. As we can see, these tools aren't just about survival, they're about self-reliance. The Amish way of life isn't just about survival, it's about community and simplicity. This lifestyle, with its emphasis on cooperation and minimalism, offers vital lessons for those seeking a sustainable and ethical survival strategy. In Amish communities, everyone contributes to the collective well-being, sharing resources, skills, and labor. This community-oriented approach ensures that no one is left to face challenges alone, a valuable lesson for preppers. Simplicity is another cornerstone of the Amish way. They focus on necessities, not luxuries, living a life free from the clutter of modern consumerism. This minimalistic lifestyle not only reduces waste but also promotes resourcefulness, a trait crucial for survival situations. So as we've seen, the Amish way of life offers more than just survival tips. It provides a blueprint for a sustainable and fulfilling way of life, even in the face of disasters.